In this video, we will talk about transmission of nerve impulse. So, what happens? A nerve impulse begins when the neuron receives signals. So, the signal can be in form of electrical signal or chemical signal. So, let's say a nerve impulse begins when the neuron receives chemical stimulus. That stimulus is going to trigger the neuron. Then what is going to happen? The nerve impulse, when the neuron gets triggered, the nerve impulse travels down to the axon membrane as an electrical action potential, and it reaches to the axon terminal. When it reaches to the axon terminal releases some chemicals. Those chemicals we call it as neurotransmitters, and the impulse is carried forward from one cell to the other cell, then that is passed on to the other next cell. So let's get started with the standard definition, which says that nerve impulse is an overall physiological changes that occurs in a neuron due to mechanical, chemical or electrical disturbance which is created by a stimulus. Now, this whole mechanism of transmission of nerve impulse can be summarized into three different steps, that is polarization, depolarization and repolarization. Let's talk about polarization. First condition is polarization, otherwise called as resting potential. Now, imagine this cylindrical tube-like structure is axon. So, inner membrane of the axon we call it as axon membrane, and this axon membrane is covered with axolemma. Okay, these minus sign indicates potassium ions and this positive sign indicates sodium ions. Now, why we say that this particular cell is in a polarized state? Why? What makes it to be polarized? How can we define? So we can simply tell that this particular cell is in polarized state because the inner membrane of the cell is negative and the outer membrane is positive. Or we can tell that the outer environment of the membrane is positive and the inner environment is negative. Okay. So why there is outer membrane positive and the inner membrane is negative? This can be due to three reasons. Let's look at those three reasons. Three reasons. First reason. So this was our axon. The very first reason can be due to sodium-potassium pump. This pump is placed somewhere here. Now, what does this pump does that? This pump, it will transport 3 sodium ions outside the membrane and 2 potassium ions inside the membrane. So, as a result, the more positive charge is going to the outside membrane and more less positive charge is coming to the inner membrane. Okay, this pump is an active transport, so it utilizes energy. Now, the second reason can be due to permeability of this membrane. Permeability of membrane to potassium is greater than sodium. Now, this particular membrane, if it is more permeable to potassium ion, so this potassium ion can easily come out of this membrane. So already the less positive charge was coming inside the membrane, and now this membrane is permeable to this potassium ion. So small amount of potassium ion is also getting leaked. So that's why the inner membrane is negative. Now the third reason can be due to presence of net negatively charged non-diffusible ions and proteins. So in this, inside the membrane, inner membrane has some negative proteins and ions inside this membrane, and they cannot come out, so they are non-diffusible to this membrane. So that's why the inner environment is negative. Okay, this was about polarization. Now why do we call it as resting potential? Resting potential meaning that this at this point the cell is electrically active but it is not conducting. It is at rest state. Resting state. Okay, this was about polarization. Let's talk about depolarization. Depolarization. Second condition, otherwise called as action potential. So what was the condition in polarized state? It was something like positive outside, inside negative. Okay. Depolarization state, what is going to happen? When this particular nerve is going to get stimulated, when this nerve gets stimulated, the permeability of this membrane changes. It becomes more permeable to sodium ion. Permeability changes when this particular nerve gets stimulated, and that will cause permeability change, and this membrane gets more permeable to sodium ion. Sodium ions. Now when this membrane gets more permeable to sodium ions, what is going to happen? This positive charge, the sodium ions are going to come inside. There will be sudden change. This from outside they will come to the inner membrane. This we call it as sodium influx. Sodium influx. So the condition is going to be like this. Okay. Now, due to this sodium influx, sodium influx is inside the membrane, becomes the inner membrane becomes more and more positive and the outer membrane becomes more and more negative. That's how it's going to be. Since this happens, that's why the polarity is lost. That's why we call it as depolarization. Depolarization state. So this we will term as depolarization. And this is our polarization. Okay. Now the inner membrane becomes positive up to, the positivity reaches up to -30. Very important, that is -30 millivolt. In this polarized state, the condition was -30 millivolt. And when it comes to depolarization state, the positivity of the inner membrane reaches up to -30 millivolt. Now let's talk about repolarization. Now what is going to happen? This polarity is re-established. That process we call as repolarization. Repolarization. Now what is going to happen during this repolarization? Due to increase in sodium ion concentration inside the membrane will decrease the permeability, and then the gates for sodium ion from outside to inside, that gate will be get closed. When that gate get closed, when the sodium ion gate gets closed, sodium potassium pump will get activated. Will get. Now when this pump is activated, we know that when this pump gets activated, it will throw more positive charge outside and less positive charge will be coming inside, and it will be continuing till the process the cell reaches the again polarized state. It comes to its normal resting state. That's why with this process we call it as repolarization. Now this polarization, depolarization and repolarization occurs in a fraction of a second, and after completing of these three states, the neuron waits for the another impulse. That's how the process goes on for in the mechanism of transmission of nerve impulse. So we can conclude that by this mechanism of transmission of nerve impulse, we can conclude that conduction of nerve impulse is wave of depolarization which is followed by repolarization. Conduction of nerve impulse is a wave of depolarization followed by repolarization. That was all about transmission of nerve impulse.